My soul started to scribble verses to express her beauty. If I were a thirsty man, then she was the last drop of water on Sahara. She lifted her chin up to watch towards the sky. As she was already shivering with the weather, she must be cursing the rain. I was just a couple of feet away from her enchanting beauty. I stared at the raindrop on her neck through her curls. She was getting goosebumps with the flow of that drop. Still, I was deeming her trembling lips only, but when I witnessed her endeavoring hands stretching her netted sleeves to counter the breeze were also shivering. She was in a sleeveless teal-colored top with a shiny white netted jacket. I could easily see her hands through the tiny net. Her gray low-waist pant was a bit drenched too. I started to mumble some words from my thoughts.
वो बारिश की बूंदें, वो खुली जुल्फे, लबों को सिहारती ठंडी हवाएं, तू न जाने जो तराशा है तुझे रब ने, कभी अपने सुरूर को देख किसी और की नज़र में.
She might have listened to my lyrics, and it was the first time we encountered our eyes. This encounter with her eyes was nothing but seeing the death in front. Her mesmeric dark black eyes decorated with the thin black eyeliner and eyeshadow of red like the wine color. Her eyes hypnotized me, and somehow I continued with my words extolling her intense beauty.
इश्क में बर्बाद होने वालों में हम भी शामिल हो गए. आपने देखा एक निगाह से जनाजे हज़ारों के निकल गए. मुजस्सम तेरे हुस्न के लाखों जलवे हो गए. दो आँखों से किस किस को देखे हम भी हैरान हो गए.
Though I strived to rhyme with the previous stanza, her beauty did not allow me to think of rhyming. She made me numb with her smile. She welcomed my lyrics with an adorable smile. My heart started to beat faster. The rain was now more than just drizzle. I lost myself somewhere in her. After a few minutes, a bus arrived. That gorgeous girl boarded the bus and was still watching me. I sneaked out towards her. My eyes seemed to disregard to blink. I was watching her with all my passion and love. Her eyes were waiting for me. She was gazing me the whole while, seeing me not moving a step away. She also got down from the bus. Suddenly my friend shook me. I shifted my gaze towards him. He surprisingly asked me, "Where were you lost, bro?" I left unanswered. I again turned towards that beautiful girl. She was crossing the road. It was a strange, drizzling evening. She got down from the bus and abruptly, without revealing anything, was walking away. A sudden sound of blowing horn grabbed my attention. I looked towards that fast car coming near the girl. She was watching the car too, but still, she was crossing road willingly. My heart started to beat faster with her every step towards that car. I was witnessing her wish to end her life. I screamed as loud as I could. I was numb. Next second, I stood watching her. I knew I couldn't save her, but the matter of fact was no one was even giving attention to that girl. Everything was surprisingly strange. And the moment came to shatter my dreams, to end my love of first sight. My eyes were flooding with tears. For last time she looked at me, she was standing happily. Her eyes were full of satisfaction. Her rosy cheeks were blushing. Her lips were saying goodbye to me. I wish I could stop everything. I wish I had supernatural powers to freeze time, or I had the time stone to reverse the time, at least for a minute. A ton of thoughts possessed me. If she was willing to commit suicide, then why was she waiting for the bus? Why she boarded the bus? What were her eyes expecting from me? Why she got down from the bus? Why was she crossing the road? Why did she stand in the middle of the road? Oh, God. Why? Why she left unspoken? Why was she keen on ending her life? Why did she choose me? Why did she gaze at me in her last seconds of life? I was trying to unearth answers, and the car was about to hit her. Everything was dark. I closed my eyes. Everything changed. After a sustained silence, I slowly opened my eyes. Due to full of tears, my vision was blurry. I tried to focus on the road. My eyes were hunting that girl. I looked around to find her. She suddenly disappeared. I was frightened. I continued my fruitless search. The sky was clear. I could not locate her. After a search of 10-15 minutes, my friend asked me to leave for home. With a mighty volcano of her thoughts, I decided to go back. We boarded next bus. Strange it was. My seeking eyes spotted her from the window of the bus. I was shocked and numb, could not guess anything. The things happening to me was strange and unbelievable. Her sudden appearance disturbed me. My mind was not ready to accept the facts. I was scared with the thought if she was a ghost. I started to question myself. Our bus left the station. The night after that drizzling evening was sleepless for me. I decided to visit the station the next morning. My day started with a bright morning. I called my office to inform of my today's leave. I asked my friend to come with me, but he refused with some ugly excuse. My mind was not letting me ignore that beautiful girl. The first time I decided to travel alone. I reached the station by bus. I was hoping that to see her again, but my luck was not with me. I was waiting for her. After a few minutes, I walked to a stall near the bus station and ordered breakfast. While having the breakfast, she sprang to the bus station and looked at me with an adorable smile. The yesterday evening changed my world. I blushed, still, with a question mark on my face. I put my plate away and was walking towards her, but she asked me to stay there with a hand gesture. She came towards me. I fired an array of questions about yesterday. Her sweet voice made me calm and relaxed. She spoke with love. Wait a minute, dear. With a pause of 2 seconds, she continued, I know how you are feeling. She looked at the plate in my hand and said, oh, you like poha with curd. Suddenly I realized that I was having poha with curd. It was unbelievable. In fact, I don't even like poha, but in her thoughts, I didn't realize what I was having. I shook my head. She stole my heart. She began to unravel her story. I was a student at an engineering college. It was my everyday routine to go to college. I used to board the bus number 114 from this station. Around 2 years ago, it was the black day of my life. The day started with a sweet shira made by Mom in breakfast. I boarded the bus for college. Few boys were bothering a girl for the seat. She was sitting in the reserved area for girls. First I tried not to get annoyed with them, but I couldn't. I asked them about the cause of the problem. The guy started to abuse us. He was drunk enough that anyone could easily guess from the odor. I asked that girl to ignore them. We both shifted to the next seat. It might have hurt their ego, and one of them shouted, "Hey bitch! What are you doing there?" They were crossing their limits. We requested the bus conductor to do something about them. I felt ashamed when the conductor also turned a blind eye. The rich bad boys started to giggle. Everyone was frustrated with them. Still, everyone was obeying like the 3 monkeys of Gandhiji. I never deemed the people of India were coward. I chose to call the police. My good luck, at least cop took action against them. The police inspector quickly sent 2 cops to the next bus station, and fortunately, they apprehend them. But why we always forget it is India, my India. No sooner did they arrest than one of them called his dad, a renowned politician. With the malfeasance in office with political power, they escaped from police custody. Somehow we changed bus and went to college. I never thought that they would follow me. The noon was about to end with the golden dusk. I was returning from college. A black van without the number plate came and stopped by me. The door opened. I tried to scream, but he shut my mouth. A mighty hand with black full-sleeves shirt, a golden Titan wristwatch and a heavy gold chain on his wrist clutched my mouth. I struggled hard to push him away and escape, but failed. He yanked me into the van. The door scratched on my forearm. One of them yelled to the driver, "Take van in the jungle." Everything was dark like a hell. They put a mask on my face. I was screaming, but the tape on my mouth was shutting me. She commenced crying while narrating her black past. But I was still hunting for my questions. I said, "Please don't cry, dear." And I moved a step towards her, and tried to wipe her tears, but she leaned back and said, "No, it's okay, I will manage." She wiped her tears and continued with a sigh. What left to tell you more? You might have guessed what they did with me. With the keen attention, I mumbled, "What?" She laughed and said they defiled me. All 4 of them. My moist, helpless eyes were watching that blue beauty. I was dazed and quiet, but the unanswered mystery about the strange evening was making me more curious. Anyhow, I dared to ask the girl, "But what about yesterday, how you suddenly disappeared?" She talked with a smile. "Oh dear. You still couldn't understand. I committed suicide on that evening." I was ashamed and could not face myself. I interrupted her flow and asked her, "Then how can I see you?" I was scared. My shuddering lips asked her, "Are you a ghost?"